Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Normally, there are certain things beneath the ocean that we humans shouldn't find or see. But sometimes our divers don't just know how to keep their heads down. So they often stumble across strange things that get everyone talking. In today's video, we bring you 10 of those things. But be advised, it's not for the faint of hearted. Number 1. The GoPro sperm whale in Mauritius. Mauritius is home to many species of whales, and the sperm whale is one of them. Naturally, these whales measure up to 49 feet, weigh 50 tons, and that makes them one of the biggest whales out there. But two things make them different. For one, sperm whales have the largest brains among whales. Then again, they're deep-sea divers. On normal days, these behemoth creatures can dive up to 6,600 feet below the sea and can survive almost 2 hours underwater. Because of this habit, sperm whales are rare to find above the sea, and only a few divers have actually seen them in their natural habitat. However, on July 2, 2020, a diver named Liam Balfish found a pod of sperm whales while cruising off the coast of Mauritius. At first, Liam thought he was seeing another species of whale, but on coming close, he realized the creature he found was indeed a sperm whale, and he had his GoPro camera with him. Without hesitation, Liam uploaded his rare find and received a GoPro award for it. Number 2. The sunken crosses of Malpique, La Palma. The island of Malpique is found off the coast of La Palma in Spain. A little south of the island, you'll find a body of water that houses 40 tombstones and crosses 65 feet below it. Now, these crosses didn't land underwater because of an uncontrollable wave outbreak or abandoned graveyard, nor is this a reincarnation of Atlantis. Rather, all these tombstones and crosses were intentionally placed here. So, let's tell you why. You see, Malpique was once a peaceful island, and around 1570, the Spanish controlled it as a valuable trading center. Back then, wealth was easy to find on the island, and everyone was happy. So a group of unnamed pirates took interest in the place, and like that, the terror around Madeira and the Canary Islands began. This insurgency deterred many people except a group of 40 Portuguese missionaries who sought to spread the gospel on the island. But just before getting to the island, pirates attacked and sank their ship to the bottom. In 1742, Pope Benedict XIV declared those men martyrs, and in 2000, people dropped 40 tombstones into the sea to preserve their memories. Number 3. The shoes of the Titanic dead. We've all heard what happened with the Titanic about 100 years ago, so it's only natural for everyone to expect that nothing about the Titanic should remain. Well, 4 years ago, National Geographic launched an exploration and a documentary to mark the centennial anniversary of the Titanic. To do this, they sent a team of divers to film the Titanic shipwreck. Some of them even developed an application to virtually drain the Titanic on a computer system. So they were prepared for what they might find, and many things on that list were metallic. But on getting to the bottom of the sea, the divers found a mirror and dozens of shoes worn by the victims of the Titanic. Normally, this shouldn't have surprised anybody because we expect the bodies and skeletons to have dissolved and vanished. But the thing is, each pair of shoes found once belonged to a passenger aboard the Titanic. That means their skeleton made it to the bottom of the sea, and for 100 years, they just lay there, withering away with time. Number 4. The giant barrel jellyfish. As a biologist and diver, Lizzie Dowley took out her gear for a fun Saturday dive off the coast of Cornwall in the United Kingdom. According to her, it was a pleasant day. So her cameraman Dan Abbott also came to the party, and off they went. A few minutes into the dive, Lizzie saw a huge peach-colored creature from a distance. So she checked it out as the duo wasn't expecting to find anything. Moving closer, she realized she had come face to face with a rare barrel jellyfish about the size of a human. Now, according to science, barrel jellyfish start out their life as tiny fish, which rarely outgrow a few inches. With time, they feed on small crustaceans and grow to behemoth sizes. However, they averagely grow up to 4 feet wide and weigh about 3,000 pounds. So this jelly is a Goliath among giants. Luckily for Lizzie, barrel jellies aren't that deadly. Although they can sting even when they're dead, and with one sting, they can deliver pain that you'll continue to remember for life. Number 5. The Owashima Frilled Shark. The frilled shark is one of the oldest marine animals in history, because for 80 million years, these sharks have weathered many civilizations and seen many lives without changing their primordial structures. For that reason, many scientists often call them living fossils, and they're very rare. In fact, frilled sharks are so rare that there are only 3 known sightings ever. The first sighting happened in Portugal. According to the reports, the frilled shark was about 5 feet long, and the discoverers found it 2,300 feet underwater. The second one happened in Australia, but even though the shark died shortly after the researchers found it, it was about 6 feet long. Since frilled sharks are rare, the eyewitness scientists thought it would take another decade to find another specimen. However, on January 21, 2007, a fisherman off the coast of Owashima Marine Park found a live specimen, so a team of divers sought to film it. Luckily, they found it, and you could see its reddish and scary fins. Sadly, this specimen also died a few hours later. Number 6. Mega Monkfish. On average, monkfish often grow between 1 to 3 feet, so they're just like any of the anglerfish that we have out there. The only difference is that you can only find them between 2,600 to 3,300 feet beneath the ocean. On June 12, 2018, that's exactly what an anonymous diver did to represent this amazing video. As you can see, this video shows rare footage of what a monkfish looks like in its natural habitat. According to the report, this monkfish measures about 3 feet and had 2 bulging orange eyes. These gigantic eyes are the reasons many people name this creature the Sea Devil, although the head of the monkfish is actually more worthy of that title. Monkfish have a very massive head, which takes about half the size of their body. On this head, you'll find their mouth lined with 2 rows of sharp and needle-like teeth. At first, this mouth may not seem like much, but when you open it, it can swallow an animal twice the size of the monkfish without stress. Number 7. The Antikythera. 2,000 years ago, the sea swallowed a great ship called Antikythera off the coast of Greek Athens. According to history, Antikythera carries a trove of luxuries from marble to gold, diamonds, and several priceless items. But for years, no one knew where it was until a group of divers discovered it in the year 1900. Since then, many antiquities kept popping from the wreck to date. One such antiquity was a complex bronze device named the Antikythera mechanism. When the team of divers first discovered it, nobody knew what it was until astronomers opined that the Greeks probably used it as a calculator. Today, many experts believe it's the earliest known computer. In 2012, another group of divers recovered over 50 unique items like gold, ceramics, bones, and a bronze armrest, which was probably a throne. Again, in 2014, another team discovered a bronze bed, the ship's anchor, and a bronze spear, all worth a fortune. So this got many people talking about just how much was on the ship the day it crashed. Number 8. The Mimic Octopus. Since prehistory, we believed octopuses are intelligent creatures. And that's why we have mythical creatures like Cthulhu to fuel our fantasies. However, in the Great Barrier Reef of Indonesia, there's an octopus that can impersonate 15 different creatures. That creature is what scientists and divers call the mimic octopus, aka the master of disguise. One time, a mimic octopus may look like a flat fish. Next time, it can transform into a sea snake or a lionfish. This special ability that the mimic octopus prizes is because it can change shape, color, and the way it moves to suit any animal it chooses. However, in its natural form, a mimic octopus has a light beige color, and like the name, it's an octopus. All this shape-shifting happens when the octopus feels threatened. So, to escape its predators, it changes its shape into a flawless design of a snake or a venomous fish. That way, it fools its predators into thinking it's a deadly animal, while it slips off and escapes. Smart, isn't it? Number 9. The giant sunfish. The creature you see is what scientists call the sunfish. On October 9, 2015, a group of divers found it off the coast of Portugal. According to Miguel Pereira, the photographer who made this video, his team found this rare sunfish by accident. Like most sunfish, this one weighed 5,000 pounds and dimensionally, it measures 15 by 12 feet. So at first, everyone on the team got caught by surprise when they saw the fish. This, of course, is reasonably true because sunfish are the largest bony fish in the world. But while their size is enough to scare you off, they're gentle giants and feed primarily on jellyfish. When they're not feeding, you can find sunfish baking in the ocean and breathing with their mouths. This mouth never closes, and they often bask while lying on their side. This habit, the ever-opened mouth, and their elongated face are 3 of the features that make them look like creatures from other planets. But, like we said, they're docile and harmless to humans. Number 10. The extinct crocodilia. In the heart of the Dominican Republic, there's a freshwater cave that nobody explored for decades. On September 26, 2011, a team of divers sought to break this jinx. So they ventured into the cave to see what was inside. On getting there, they found different fossils of animals that went extinct thousands of years ago. Some fossils found include those of monkeys, sloths, bats, birds, and the completely preserved skeletons of a prehistoric crocodile. According to Brian Hanwork, a diver at the site, that fossil represented one of the most complete bones ever found on the crocodile. Yet they found it without stress, buried inside the silt at the bottom of the cave for a millennia. What's even more interesting is that nobody had previously reported any sight of crocodiles in that area. So this begs the real question: how did the crocodile get in the cave in the first place? Well, we'll have to wait for a little more time to find out. With that said, which of these discoveries appeals to you the most? Until next time, adios.